Il y a un sacrifice à faire. There is a sacrifice that needs to be done. There is a sacrifice that needs to be done. This is the message that they're saying to the French ambassador of Ivory Coast. And the witch doctors, apparently, they are these guys called the DOZOS. The proposition of DOZOS to the French embassy to help PSG to beat Milan. So, who are those people? There they are. As you can see them over here, they look like sangomas. In Lingala, you can call them Nganga, witch doctors, or Mganga in Kiswahili, Sangoma in South Africa, Marabout in French, in West Africa. These people, they are very dangerous. So, il y a un sacrifice à faire. If you don't know L'Équipe is one of the biggest French sport magazine in France. And this is what they hate to do. Yesterday, if you see the time, they published this yesterday. Today is actually Sunday. I'm recording this. And yesterday was Saturday before the Champions League at 9 a.m. Champions League was 9 p.m., right? Like probably 10 hours, like almost a very, very many hours ago before the Champions League. So I'm going to read for you what they had to say. I'm sure it's in French. So I will try to translate for you easily. This is what they say. Il y a un sacrifice à faire. There is a sacrifice that needs to be done in order for PSG to beat Inter Milan. And then these are the DOZOS that they will help them. Okay. Les DOZOS, the DOZOS are it's a brotherhood hunters, traditional hunters from Côte d'Ivoire. They have been considered people of mystique, and they've sent a letter to the French ambassador to help PSG beat Inter Milan. All right? Okay, let me read in French, I'll translate. Tout le monde se mobilise en Côte d'Ivoire. Everybody is mobilizing themselves in Ivory Coast pour la victoire de PSG contre l'Inter, for the victory of PSG against Inter Milan in the Champions League. Et l'ambassadeur de France a eu la grande surprise de recevoir une lettre de Youssouf Ouattara. And the French ambassador had the surprise to receive the chief of DOZOS, Youssouf Ouattara, the president of DOZOS and stuff like that, en croyance locale des pouvoirs mystiques surnaturels, et on rigole pas avec eux. They are proceeding the biggest belief of local power, mystic power, and supernatural power, and nobody really laugh with them. So Youssouf Ouattara demande ainsi audience auprès de l'ambassadeur d'aider le PSG a remporté la coupe à la maison. Et cette lettre pourrait parler à Désiré Doué. And Youssouf Ouattara was really asking the ambassador of France how to help PSG bring the cup, the Champions League at home, and that letter actually was talking about Désiré Doué, you know, because Désiré Doué, if you don't know Désiré Doué, his father is from Côte d'Ivoire and then his mother is French. So, cette lettre pourrait parler à Désiré Doué. This letter was probably speaking to Désiré Doué, originaire de Côte d'Ivoire, originally from Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, ou au moins à sa famille paternelle, or at least from his paternal family, paternal family. Mais pas certain que les matchs se disputent sur terrain. You see? So this is Youssouf Ouattara, and this letter was sent on the 20th of May this year. The final was only like yesterday, the 31st of May. And they were aiming to give Désiré Doué the power of like carrying PSG, like, you know what I'm saying? And look at what happened yesterday. What PSG did. Desiree Doué passed the goal, he assisted. After assisting, he also scored the second goal against DiMarco. I don't understand how that ball was actually deflected, but this is the power that they give him. So, you know, and then the third goal again, it was Desiree Doué. Like that goal, the angle, like Jan Sommer. Jan Sommer is one of the best goalkeeper, bro, in Europe as for now. But that angle, it was really, it was really, really crazy. En attendant, le PSG Club Côte d'Ivoire, né en 2015, a prévu une soirée spéciale à Abidjan. Un lieu éphémère va être créé pour accueillir les 150 membres et les fans pour participer à cette fête. Il faudrait s'habiller en rouge et bleu ou avec maillot t-shirt en club. So they even do some ceremony there in Ivory Coast, and you have to wear like really the flag, the colors of PSG, red and blue, and stuff like that. So they give the power to Desiree Doué, and Desiree Doué has been like extraordinary. Like he's been man of the match, like Desiree Doué. And I'm telling you guys, that things really, really never happened before. You guys, let me know in the comments. Was that really a normal game? Because we've seen finals, but we've never seen a final that goes up to in the Champions League that goes up to like 5-0. Nah, I've never seen that. I'm 34 and I've never seen that. And after that, this is Marca. Marca is a Spanish. Marca, which means Mark. Historic PSG, they are 5-0 to Inter, goes straight into the club exclusive of legendary beatings in the Champions League Europa Cup finals. There is only room for them. So this is actually, historically, this is what happened. 4 goals, it was acceptable because it happened before. But 5 goals never happened. PSG was the first one to do that. And for the four goals difference, it's the number one was Real Madrid, 1959-1960 against entrenched Frankfurt, the German team. And this was 1973-1974. They even had a World Cup in Germany. So Bayern Munich beat Atletico Madrid 4-0. Sorry, Atleti. And then 1988-1989, AC Milan beat Steaua Bucharesti 4-0, right? And then 1993-1994, AC Milan again beats Barcelona 4-0. Up to now, PSG come and smash Inter Milan 5. I don't understand how somebody can beat someone 5 in the final of Champions League, men against men. Guys, this is insane. You let me know your thought in the comment below over there. So many people really don't know how much PSG made when they win the Champions League. So I had to write it down here. I saw it from L'Equipe because L'Equipe is one of the best like source of information, especially for football, right? So for PSG winning the Champions League yesterday, like the 31st of May, this is what they had to get. PSG Champions League price breakdown, right? UEFA Champions League participation, 18.62 million euro. By the way, if you're on Facebook, you can follow me at Alice Joe or Amka Podcast. My handles are all over there. All right. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. This is my handle, Alice Joe, ALISDJO. All right. So, price breakdown: UEFA Champions League participation for every clubs, for every European team that play the Champions League, you get a participation fee to prepare the club and stuff like that, which is 18.62 million euro. Performance in the league phase, they will give you 17.57 million of euro. Qualification to the round of 16, you get 11 million euro, right? UEFA Champions League quarterfinals, you get 12.5 million euro. UEFA Champions League semi-finals, you get 15 millions of euro. Winning UEFA Champions League final, you get 18.5 millions of euro. And the total sum comes to 93 millions of euro. PSG TV rights equal 34 millions of euro. And this is where I wrote that Real Madrid beats everybody in the game because of their fan base, Real Madrid. And also it's become more expensive for broadcaster to broadcasting Real Madrid games, and they pay more for that. The importance of winning titles. So because Real Madrid has been winning titles for years and years and years. In the last 10 years, they won 6 Champions League. All right. Some UEFA Super Cups and stuff like that, World International World Cup and stuff like that. So Real Madrid is very big when it's come to this UEFA revenue because of been winning every day. Then UEFA bonus to the winner of the Champions League, it's 11 million, and that the total comes to 138 million. And then beside that, there's a UEFA final game prime, which goes to 6 million. And then automatically, if you win the Champions League, you're qualifying for Super Cup participation, which is you're gonna get again 4 millions of euro. And the grand total come to 148.5 millions euro without tickets and League One TV rights, because they also they have got League One TV rights. And that's the total come to $168.5 million. This is insane, guys. Now you understand why teams are afraid to play Real Madrid, because Real Madrid has so much power, and Real Madrid, they can buy any player, like any player they want. Real Madrid can buy that player, right? And PSG had to do some unbelievable magic so they can pull this victory through. I don't understand if you guys understand or if you guys believe in some supernatural power, but I do believe they do exist, because before the creation of human beings, before the Genesis began, like the people that used to be there before, that's what they used to use, right? And now God saying no to that, but some people still using those things. And that's PSG, the champions of Europe. They've tried so many times, they've never succeeded. So many great players play for PSG: Neymar, Cavani, Di Maria, Zlatan, Kylian Mbappe. Surprisingly, Messi didn't congratulate PSG because he left PSG and he told them they were never going to win the Champions League. But unfortunately, he is not a god of football. They won the Champions League and they had to send him a message. He didn't even try to congratulating them for the winning the Champions League. Guys, I don't know what you guys saying. Is Superstition really a thing that's helped them to win, or what? Atletico Madrid lost the final almost like 3 times. Borussia Dortmund almost like 3 times. Juventus, I know they've won before, but it's so hard for a small team. Like, unfortunately, PSG is not really a small team because they've invested a lot. But it's always difficult for a team that never won a Champions League to win a Champions League against the team that has won Champions League, like Inter Milan and stuff like that. Guys, it was crazy. And so the Ivorians, if you remember the last African Cup of Nations, they had to chase to fire the Ivory Coast. Actually went through as the best loser, and they had to fire the white coach. He had to go back, and then they brought the Ivorian a black coach, which is they passed through, and then they went on to win the final. Like, mysteriously, they just won the final. The people that they were losing. So apparently those guys, the DOZOS, they are very dangerous. They are the one that commanded the movements, and Ivory Coast won the final. So let me know in the comment if you believe in superstitions, if you believe in DOZOS, because they said they would give the game to Desiree Doué, and you saw what Doué did yesterday. A 19 years old, bro, a brace in the final. It's crazy. Guys, if you're new here, please hit the button subscribe, activate the bell notification. Let me know in the comment below. And please watch the ad. You can join our membership so you can support the content if you love us. And I'll be seeing you in the next video, guys. Cheerio.